Alright guys, name is Tyler aka Nanogenix, and today guys, you saw the title. One of the most talked about things in the Dokkan Battle community, whether you're from the subreddit, the YouTube community, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it might be, is LR Vegito Blue. That all got sparked about a week ago from a fan-made super attack video, which I will put down in the comment section below. You guys can check that out. I don't know exactly your name right now off the top of my head, but I just want to give you a huge shout out because you did an amazing job on that fan-made super attack, like seriously. So that's why I'm going to put that down there below. You guys can go check that out if you didn't happen to see that a couple weeks ago. But I was thinking about it, and guys, I get asked about LR Blue on the daily, whether it be Twitter, YouTube, even sometimes Instagram. I get emails about LR Vegito Blue, so I was like, I want to answer you guys, but the easiest way for me to do that is this platform right here. So today, guys, we're going to talk about LR Blue, and right now, on the screen, you guys are looking at a fan-made one that you may have seen actually in one of my friend's videos, D Free. I believe he featured this one in one of his video series that he does. Also, shout out to @NordFX over on Twitter, which there will be a link to his Twitter down below. Guys, go give him a follow, give him some love. He's helped me with some of my thumbnails. He is the one that did this. I want to stop you right now before you go down there and comment. We're going to talk about his leader skill, but I will definitely say that I don't know that I fully agree with what you're seeing at HP attack defense plus 90%, but this is Nort's design. This is Nort and what he thought it might be. However, I'm going to probably talk a little bit differently about it, and we're going to get to all of that. We're going to get to why I think it's not here yet. We're going to talk about what I think it might end up being, and we're just going to kind of go from there. So before I hop into everything, if you're new here, consider going down there, hitting that red subscribe button. As I always say, if it's not red, that means you're already subbed, so don't go anywhere. As well as for some LR Vegito Blue discussion, hype, and everything else, consider hitting that like button. Yes, guys, it actually has been an almost full month since we officially talked about LR Blue here on the channel. Now, I do talk about LR Blue a lot because, again, it is a daily topic in some form or fashion everywhere that I look. But first, let's get some things out of the way. And I talked about this just the other day in Rhymestyle Dino's video. But the reason why I personally think one of the biggest reasons, I think there's two big reasons, and we're going to get to that. But the main biggest reason I think why we don't have an LR Blue on either version of the game, one reason is because I think they want to drop them at the same time, which would be the most probably best way to approach that as far as a PR thing goes between the two versions, especially since lately there's been so much between the two versions. But anyways, the reason why I don't think we have him yet, and I know companies spend a lot of money on R&D, guys, and I know we like to bash on them and stuff. We like to bash on Bandai Namco, but I think for the most part they know what they're doing. There's a lot of R&D that goes into probably every decision that is made, every card that we see, everything else. And no, guys, I'm sure you're like, oh, Nano's trying to suck up to him or whatever. I'm not, guys. I'm telling you guys how it probably really is. I also want to note, before we move any farther into this, I have no insider information. So if you're watching this hoping that I'm going to give you something that is an official statement or anything like that, guys, I don't. I have no idea. I'm in the dark as much as you guys are. But moving forward, I can make some educational guesses, though, and that's kind of why we're here. Moving forward, I assume via R&D, they kind of had an idea of who might win this election. However, in any election ever, there can always be an upset, and there were a crap ton of cards for us to choose from. Let's remember back to the top three, though. That was Beerus at number 3, SSJ4 Goku at number 2, and LR Blue at number 1. Now, I'm sure a lot more work than what we truly realize goes into each and every one of these cards. A lot more thought goes into them via their leader skills, their passives, their links, their super techs, everything. I'm sure a lot more work than what we think about really goes into these cards, their artwork and everything else. Another thing, too, that was just brought up via Rhymestyle just the other day that even I hadn't truly thought about outside of when we talk about Dragon Ball Heroes is licensing and how much licensing has to go into these characters that are brought to life in this game. And even though, yes, LR Blue is not LR Blue, but Vegito Blue is already in the game in one form or fashion, I can only imagine that it would still have to go through some sort of licensing because of the effect that they're wanting to pull off, assuming that, because it did give us specific scenes that these cards would be from, and the scene this one is from should be him clashing with Zamasu, and I can imagine that that would probably take some different licensing than what we're normally used to, especially since LRs are way more animated and a lot more goes into their design as far as once they're LRs. I can imagine there was some actual licensing going behind getting this guy approved and everything else, and I bet you anything they were waiting to see who won before they actually went through the full process. The other thing, too, is I can see where as much work as probably goes into these cards, they would want to wait to get a full confirmation of who was going to actually win the election before they started putting a development team onto making said specific card. Now, with all that said, I wanted to get that out of the way. Is probably one of the main reasons why we don't have the card currently. But the other reason, and this is when I want to get in here and kind of go against what Nort has. I think Nort's style and everything else, I think, is one of the absolute most gorgeous fan-made cards I think I've ever seen. Again, guys, go show that man some love at NortFX on Twitter. Link down in the description. But I think the thing that I go against the most here is HP attack and defense plus 90%. I don't see a hero lead as being HP attack and defense plus 90%, at least not yet in the game. That is so powerful. Oh my gosh. I mean, literally any super type can be ran with this guy and will be boosted 90% HP attack and defense. Now, I want to stop really fast. Right now, above me is a poll. And this is the most controversial part of LR Blue that I've seen, and one of the reasons why I'm ready to see this guy and see what it ends up being. And that is, right now, go up there, vote. Do you want him to be a brand new SSR on a Legendary Election Campaign new banner, or do you want him to Dokkan Awaken from the current one that we have? Now, the wording, if you remember correctly, was a little weird. It made it sound like it was a UR we currently had, that would Dokkan Awaken, but wording can always be weird and things can always be changed. So guys, go up there, vote right now, or let me know down below why you think one way or the other. But I'm going to talk moving forward for now as if he's going to be a brand new SSR. And this is my other big reason as to why I assume we do not have LR Blue in the game right now. And that is because I assume they want him to release at the same time on JP and Global, because there's been so much just like between the two versions. And the biggest reason as to why they wouldn't drop him yet on Global could be he's a category leader. He's a brand new SSR. He's not the one we currently have, and he is going to be a category leader. Now, yes, guys, I know, I'm sure some of you guys are like, Nano, you're sitting talking about Blue. Where the crap is our leader skills? So, as I heard from many people in the community, and I didn't actually think about this myself when it initially happened, obviously, I've talked about this before in a video before, so we won't spend any time on it, but it's the reason why I assume the leader skills aren't there. And I believe it was Donnie. I think it was D-Free that actually talked about this. So mad shout out to him. That man is brilliant when it comes to Dokkan Battle. But is that it would absolutely break the game even more so than what our 3-1-20 leads currently do as far as moving forward in the events. It would absolutely shred the events, make it to where there was really no challenge at all. Not that there really is for like a Goku team, Vegeta team, or Final Form Cooler team, but still even more so than what it does now, having those leader skills in the game right now. So what if the reason why LR Blue hasn't released yet is because it's going to be a simultaneous release and it's going to be a category leader skill? That could be a huge reason as to why we do not currently have LR Blue. And my thoughts on what it could be, assuming it's a brand new one, it's not the one, it's not anything like what you're looking at on your screen, is a Dismal Future type leader. And I was talking about just this the other day. What if they made a new like Rose or whatever, not LR, but just new Rose, and he had a category of Dismal Future. But what if it's not Rose? What if it is LR Vegito Blue is a Dismal Future? And what I mean by that is you could run any of the future characters. So LR Goku Black, you could run standard Goku Black, you could run any of the new Trunks is my stuff like that on this team. That would be a ton of fun. Now, I know a lot of you guys want to see a Patara team, a Patara category team. I do too, but think about what that team would end up really being, in all honesty. Super Vegito, Vegito Blue, a base form Vegito, and then what, a Kibito Kai? Unless I'm not thinking of another character that wears the Patara earrings. So you'd be super limited on that. I guess you could run dual leads of another type. I don't know. It'd be weird. It would be weird. But I feel like with the characters that we have in the game, we could build a solid Dismal Future team. And that would be really, really cool. So what if that is the biggest reason, outside of R&D and not obviously having him completely built out and ready yet, what if the biggest reason is the fact that he is a category leader, they want him to release on both versions at the same time, and they want categories to be implemented into the game first on Global before they do it? What if that is it? Guys, let me know down below if you guys agree or if you disagree. And then the other thing, just to talk really quick, if he ends up Dokkan Awakening from his current physical UR state, I don't think he'll be 90%. I think he'll absolutely be a 70% lead. And I don't know how I feel. I can't fully decide, because once I came to the idea, if he could be an LR that we have to summon, but he's the LR that could be the team with a Rose, with an LR Goku Black and Rose, you know, all those things, I was like, huh, that would actually be really cool too. So now I'm kind of torn between which one I want. I before was an advocate. I wanted the physical one to Dokkan Awaken. That's how I wanted it to be. A lot of people said, but no, that's not fair because so many people have him. So many people have him at like 100%, multiple duplicates of him. He's going to be stupid broken, super OP, and all those things. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, it'd be a nice community thing to do, to just a card you already have. You don't have to spend any more money. Just a really difficult event to Dokkan Awaken him, a much longer process than what they are right now. So anyways, that's my thoughts. That's why I think we don't have him in the game yet. That's what I think is going to be his possible outcome. I think guys, I'm really starting to lean towards the fact that it might be a brand new SSR and he might be a category leader. So anyways, guys, that's what I am thinking. As always, these videos are a discussion with you guys, not just at you guys. So go down there below right now. Let me know what you guys are thinking, as well as don't forget to vote in that poll above my head right now. Either ways, guys, as I said earlier, if you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw today, consider going down there and hitting the subscribe. But if you guys enjoyed today's discussion and you possibly agree with what I'm thinking, consider hitting that like button. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix here signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.